7th, we received a 911 call in reference to a man terrorizing his family. He was walking through the house high on drugs, yelling and threatening to shoot his wife, child, and their dog, and then kill himself. The caller was able to grab her children and flee to residence. We have a portion of that 911 call for you to understand what our deputies learned while responding to the scene.
What's up with it? Whiteboard Radio back with another one, man. Hey, we'll jump right into it. You got a guy died in jail, and look, the NAACP came and walked through the jail. This inmate was a black guy, and he was high on Molly at his house and was walking around. I don't know if you heard the police 911 dispatch. I tried to edit the volume so you could hear it, but if you didn't hear it, the story is this guy, and this is not too far from me. This guy was at his house and he was high on Molly. Well, that's what his girlfriend said. And he threatened to kill the girlfriend, their kid, who was a little 8-year-old kid, the dog, and then himself, high on Molly. The cops get there and he's staring at a gun, and they find fentanyl right by him. So I don't really know what it was he was high on. They take him in and they bring him to the jail. He started to argue with inmates there. He was getting aggressive towards only inmates. He conked out, takes a nap. They wake him up for first appearance and he starts bucking towards the police, spitting on them, kicking them because they wanted to move him. And look, here's the deal. They tried to move him and they put him in a restraint chair. And if you don't know what a restraint chair is, man, let me tell you, those things suck. They suck. Yours truly has had the privilege to sit in a restraint chair. Man, those things, they're called, they get right. You will get right in a restraint chair. What they do is, it is a hard plastic chair with all types of seat belts going around it. It's very hard to explain. I remember, I'll make a thumbnail and put it on the video. But what this thing does, you just sit in it, but it's got your shoulders get pushed back, and you're all torqued around, and when you're acting up, you'll get right in that thing because you don't want to be sitting like this for too long. And your seatbelt in. There's a strap here, there's a strap here, there's a strap there. And he had a spit mask. Reason for the video, and before I finish that part of the story, look, yours truly been in a restraint chair. And look, man, hey, look, I took a ride to this jail as of recently. And I want to talk about, police and stuff like that. I originally heard about this story, and I had already had a narrative, if you will, for it. And then I looked over the footage, and I saw what it was, and I couldn't push that narrative. The fact of the matter is, man, I've always been a person myself. And with my background, you would think somebody like me would be F the police, okay? After what I saw happen in our country and things that are changing, I caught myself more or less back the blue. And I don't really get in trouble anymore, except the incident that I recently had. I've been, it's been a decade, and I think I just like forgot about dealing with police because the last time that I did deal with them, uh, and I'll talk about it more when I can, but it wasn't a good one for me. It changed my whole perspective on police. You know, it's very weird. Some people want to defund them, and some people want to change them. And I always tried to stick up for police. We need cops, but hey, they do treat people different, man. They do profile. Um, profile is it could be anything, man. It could be because you're a felon. It could be because I don't know. You could put anything there. It does happen, people. Um, but looking at this story, that night that I got arrested wasn't. I didn't get treated that well. I got tased. I got shot. Okay, and I got roughed up a bit, and I didn't do anything. I'll be making a video about this as soon as possible, as soon as I can. But it changed my perspective a lot. This guy, so I wanted to, do one, but I have to be non-biased and I have to be real. Look, the gentleman here was a black guy. His wife was scared. You heard the 911 call, and he went there and started messing with inmates. He started messing with cops, and they put him in that get right chair. It was then in that get right chair that he died. He had a medical emergency. He started spazzing out. He died. I don't know if it was Molly, heroin overdose, whatever. If he's withdrawing that bad, I don't know. They haven't said it. But look, man, an inmate in the jail called NAACP. And look, man, I don't know much about NAACP. Um, I watched this whole video, and I'm going to put a clip at the end of the speech. I don't have a negative opinion about those people. They're civil rights lawyer. They literally came to the jail. They walked around, and they spoke good about the jail. They said that they talked to many inmates there, and the facility was clean. They said that there was no foul play, and they're looking to sue people. Okay, you know, he also says that the NAACP guy got a call from an inmate inside there saying that he saw the guy in the get right chair die, but he lied. Literally, the NAACP guy said the guy was lying. So they were clear, they're done with it, whatever. But a funny thing with this story is there's been 12 deaths in this jail in this year alone. I didn't know that. Fentanyl, man, no good. This story is pretty messed up, man. This dude, I don't know the guy. You know, you hear his wife in the beginning of the phone call. She's scared. This guy saying he's gonna kill the whole family, then himself, murder, suicide. Come on, man. Of course he's gonna call the police. She did it because she's scared for herself, her kids, for his safety. They haul him off the jail and he dies. You got to think one has to think like what is going through her mind right now. You have to think. You really do. I feel bad, but at the same time, she says the guy's on Molly. There's fentanyl over there. Look, man, y'all know the toxic relationships. It's very hard. I know when it comes to this addiction thing with couples, I know how it goes. It's real rare if the guy is doing it that the girl's not. I'm just saying. But this is crazy. Guy died. That get right chair is something serious, people. It's something serious. It's comical to watch people in it because they're all contorted, but that thing is painful and it will get you right. You will go from screaming, yelling, kicking, and spitting to being as quiet to, as quiet as possible. Straight mute button and smiling to get me out this thing as fast as possible. Those things suck, and that's what this guy ended up dying in. Man, it's a shame. It's a shame. But it was cool to learn about the NAACP. Had a negative perspective about them. And look, people, I try to keep it honest with this channel. With the police, I really want to know, and I really want to know from my subscribers, what do you feel about police right now in 2022? Because my perspective changes. Take the Kylie case right now. Man, those police fumbled the ball. It's hard. I feel like police get a lot of blame, and it's they don't get paid enough for this. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Leave it in the comments. It always sucks to see an inmate die. Um, hey, I've been on the inside and seen this a few times, and it sucks. There's a moment that goes through your head, like, could that be me? And after you think, could it be me? You think about, you instantly think about his family because you died inside. That sucks. You're not. It's not normal. It's not ever supposed to be in the picture, and it really happened. And now the family has to deal with it. I don't know if the young lady was using or not. I'm not saying she was. I don't want to put that on her, but I'm just saying from personal experience. Um, that's it's usually two. It takes two to party. But either way, it's fentanyl, man. I've spoken about fentanyl in the past. Man, this is a crappy drug, man. Um, I don't know about you watching this video right now, but I know about me. I know when it comes to Facebook, fentanyl has been on too many of my friends' timeline. Lost way too many. It's ugly, man, and stay away from that crap, man. But hey, look, wanted to bring it to you. Inmate died. I will be looking into this jail because 12 people have died just this year alone. The NAACP guy said 7 were black, 4 were white, and 1 was Hispanic. I did look into, in November, there was a killing because 2 inmates got in a fight, 1 got stabbed to death. Um, I will be looking into that video, but we'll see what happens. Hey, man, if you got friends and family on the inside, this does happen. This does happen, people. It does happen. You know, if there's tough love out there, if you're not talking to them a lot, if you're mad, hey, man, reach out to your loved ones in there. You got friends in there. A letter is like a piece of gold when they get it. It really is. You might want to think about writing one. But it's White Boy Radio. I'm out of here. Just bringing y'all the update. Fort Myers jail. Inmate died. Even NAACP says no foul play, and I'll let you hear that clip. Till the next one, man, check out the link tree. If you can, smash that members, and definitely smash and subscribe. Hit the like. Let's check out the rest of this clip, and I'll catch y'all in the rebound.
While attempting to move on the suspect to a more appropriate housing area, he was placed into handcuffs but continued to physically resist and attempted to kick deputies. As the suspect calmed down in the alternate housing area, deputies began to remove his restraints. The suspect used this opportunity to suddenly attack our deputies and spit on them. With the suspect violently resisting all efforts to control him and scraping his forehead in the process, he was placed into a restraint chair to prevent further injuries with medical staff present. Unfortunately, while continuing this extreme physical resistance, the suspect began showing signs of a medical emergency. Deputies, along with the on-site nursing staff, provided care without delay. They used all life-saving equipment available, including an AED. Due to the medical complications, the inmate died while being treated by